At the second turn, the Count stopped the carriage and requested permission to withdraw, leaving the vehicle at their disposal. Franz looked up. They were opposite the Rospoli Palace. At the center window, the one hung with white damask with a red cross, was a blue domino, beneath which Franz's imagination easily pictured the beautiful Greek of the Argentina. Gentlemen, said the Count, springing out, when you are tired of being actors and wish to become spectators of the scene, you know you have places at my windows. In the meantime, dispose of my coachman, my carriage, and my servants. We have forgot to mention that the Count's coachman was attired in a bearskin, exactly resembling Odary's in The Bear and the Pasha. And the 2 footmen behind were dressed up as green monkeys, with spring masks, which they made grimaces at everyone who passed. Franz thanked the Count for his attention. As for Albert, he was busily occupied throwing bouquets at carriages full of Roman peasants that was passing near him. Unfortunately for him, the line of carriages moved on again, and while he descended the Piazza del Popolo, the other ascended towards Palazzo di Venezia. "Ah, my dear fellow," said he to Franz, "you did not see." "What?" "There, the calash filled with Roman peasants." "No." "Well, I'm convinced they are all charming women." "How unfortunate that you are masked, Albert," said Franz. Here was an opportunity of making up for past disappointments. "Oh," replied he, half laughing, half serious, "I hope the Carnival will not pass without some amends in one shape or the other." Well, our boys, Franz and Albert, seem already pretty past the execution they saw moments ago. Is Carnival that much of a spectacle that it can sway your immediate experience? Maybe. I mean, listen, I would not do well here. I recognize that of myself. Too many people, too many things. I would imagine too many smells. I think about New Year's Eve in Times Square, at least, in the years past when it was packed to the gills. I haven't checked in a long time. I don't know what it's like post-COVID, but just the thought, seeing people on TV and being like, how do you go to the bathroom? If you really have to pee, you've been drinking all night, and you're stuck in the center of that crowd, you're just going to the bathroom. You're just going to do it. You got a big gulp. You empty out whatever Mountain Dew you have left, and you fill it, and you leave it, and you move on. Like, this place probably stinks a bit. But that's me. Not a judgment on Carnival or the people who are attending. It just seems like a lot. Give me a carnival with 150 people. You know what? The Willie Street Fair here in Madison, Wisconsin is the perfect amount. We have something called Fête des Marquettes. It's a French and New Orleans festival. Great amount of people. Really don't want much more than that. This just seems like too chaotic, but maybe I'm getting old. Maybe I'm a little old at this point in my life. But Dante is leaving. The Count stopped the carriage and requested permission to withdraw, leaving the vehicle at their disposal. Where's Dante going? Maybe he's tired of it all. We saw yesterday that he's not moved one way or the other about anything ever. So he's saying when you're tired of being actors and wish to become spectators, and that if you're tired of participating in Carnival and you just want to watch the chaos happen, you have places at my windows, so I'll meet you up there. Dante is, in some ways, me on a vacation with others, saying I'll meet you back at the hotel room. Go enjoy yourselves. Don't worry about me. I got a book. I would much rather just sit on a balcony watching the ocean from a shady perch rather than walking the beach under the hot sun, getting sand in my shoes and crevices. Am I trying to convince you not to take me on vacation anywhere? Maybe I'm doing that. Maybe don't invite me anywhere. There's a reason I'm doing a podcast that takes 4 years where we read one page out of one of the longest books in history. I love this detail. You know what? We're going to make this a tradition. Anytime a painting and painter is mentioned, I'm going to look it up and I'm going to give you my take on it. Odary's The Bear and the Pasha. I love the detail that Dumas giving about the coachman, Dante's coachman, and the 2 footmen dressed as green monkeys. I love the kind of fantasy elements to this. Oh, okay, I'm looking at Odary's The Bear and the Pasha, and Dumas literally just said, okay, that painting, I'm going to do that painting. It's a painting of, or a drawing of a coachman amidst a huge crowd dressed in a bear costume. So it's literally just exactly what Dumas said here. But I love how, like, even the footmen, who are we thinking that they are newly employed? It's somewhere in the back of my brain, I'm thinking they're still the crews of the La Jeune Amélie. Like, this is Jacopo as a footman now. I'm sure that's not the case. Dante has the money to just employ anybody in any place he shows up. Doesn't matter. I love that they're having fun dressed as green monkeys and just making grimaces at everyone who passes. Like, it's not all business for them. They're going to get their joy any way that they can, even if Dante doesn't feel anything anymore. But lastly, I think worth mentioning, Franz and Albert, even though they have completely moved past the execution impact on them, are talking about correcting Albert's failed attempts at romance at the opera, or just generally in their trip to Italy. I talked about missed connections yesterday, and Albert has almost a literal one here where he's throwing his bouquets at all of the carriages passing by him going in the opposite direction, and they're going too fast. You can't stop them, and he thinks that one is filled with beautiful women, and like, what are you going to do? You can't do anything about it with 300,000 people around you, and I'm sure it stinks. Okay, I'm enough of a buzzkill for today. Join me here tomorrow with a little bit more of Book 36. Not quite as long as the last couple, but just as fun. Maybe funner. Maybe more fun, because funner isn't a word. The more you know. Join me here tomorrow. Okay, goodbye.